Ciao, sono Magnus e ritorniamo sempre qui su Robocop Rogue City. Mi state chiedendo se vale la pena acquistarlo, questo gioco. Sarò sincero, a me mette molta, non dico malinconia nel senso positivo della parola, ossia mi ricorda tantissimo gli anni passati. Secondo me, se riuscite a beccarlo ad un prezzo vantaggioso, secondo me non è male come acquisto. Del resto, per esempio, su Steam sta beccando un sacco di recensioni positive. Vabbè, se conoscete il film, naturalmente. Se il film vi fa cagare, difficilmente vi piacerà. Comunque, andiamo a trovare Annie, perché trovare, dovrebbe stare in coma, quindi in teoria non è che l'andiamo a trovare. Cioè, sta in coma.
I am looking for a female officer who arrived yesterday with a gunshot wound.
You need to be a little more specific, honey.
Her name is Lewis. She is in a coma.
Ah, second floor. Take the elevator.
Prendiamo l'ascensore. Ci entriamo, penso, nell'ascensore, no? Sì. Piano. Secondo piano.
Sir,
Allora,
you're not allowed in there. That's the VIP section of the hospital.
permesso. Potevamo, penso, fare pure le scale. Ma posso entrare tranquillamente? Che commento? Sparo e faccio saltare? No. Ah, di qua. Che cos'è questo? Ammiratore segreto. Non mi rispondevi e io morivo dalla voglia di dirti. Ammiratore segreto. Poliziotto è stato di nuovo qui. Ho lasciato dei cioccolatini per le... Che cazzo? Vabbè, dai. Per cortesia stiamo un po' degenerando.
Hey, Murphy. She's right in here.
Another visitor? She's in a stable condition. You know, some think that people in her state can hear what's happening around them even if they don't respond. Why don't you try talking to her? Now, I'll leave you two alone.
Ok. Ma che c'è una...
Hello, Lewis. Allow me to update you on our case. I know you would hate to be behind on the investigation. I found Officer Briggs. He is dead. Wendell Antonowski has the street vultures collecting bodies. His intent is not clear. I opened your present. It helped. Thank you. I could really use your advice, Lewis.
Take the body downstairs.
But there's no more room in the morgue.
Didn't you hear someone stole a bunch of bodies over the weekend?
A corpse thief? What is this world coming to?
Lewis, you always find a way to help.
Visita d'obitorio. Ok.
I'll keep her safe. Don't you worry about her.
Che te ne assicuro, quella mica si muove. Ah, ma queste infermiere sono tutte buone. Secondo me forse a quei tempi era diverso, eh. Tutte belle acchittate, tutte in tiro. Allora,
What's her blood pressure?
I've got 40 pow.
Course VFib. Okay, we gotta shock him.
Let's get the ambu bag.
Stand clear. Shock him.
Clear.
All right, no pulse. Let's go intracardiac epinephrine.
Okay, everybody, clear.
Stand clear. All right, I think that's all we can do. Let's call it. What's the time?
6:15.
abbiamo parecchie luci. Madonna, che personaggio che è stato Pito.
I'm guessing you're here about the missing bodies? No one from the police has come to talk to us yet. I suppose you're preoccupied with the living rather than the dead.
Tell me about the case.
Usually, we're pretty packed. There are even some bodies that have been here since Christmas. But a couple of nights ago, someone broke into the hospital and stole 30 of them. It's been a blessing in disguise, really. We've got so many unclaimed bodies that I feel like I'm starting to form relationships with them.
Is there any link between the bodies?
Actually, there is. our thieves were very picky. All of the corpses had their brains intact. They didn't take a single corpse that had documented brain trauma. I've got to say, they were very thorough.
Anything else?
That's it for me, but talk to the security guard in the lobby. He should know more. Now that I'm looking at you, didn't I work on you? I recognize that
Solo quelli col
jawline.
cervello. Ok, ma questa che roba è? Niente. Solo quelli col cervello hanno preso. Intatto. Allora. Opzionale interroga la guardia giurata.
Finally, I've been calling you.
Lo interroghiamo. Un
What do you
personaggio
know about the
spettacolare.
disappearance at the morgue?
Sure, I know I'm just a security guard, but I know how you operate. I've seen the shows, so let me break it down for you the way you'd understand. I estimate the incident occurred at around 300 hours. Multiple perps entered the GMH from the east and then proceeded to the BLE. Then most likely used the EFS to get down to the MORGUE.
What can you tell me about the perps?
We caught their leader.
You caught him? Where is he?
Oh, I mean on camera. There it is. Caucasian male, late 40s, dapper dresser, if I can say so myself.
That was very helpful. Thank you for your cooperation.
No problem. Just because I don't have a badge or a service weapon or a cruiser and
Okay.
partner or even a bulletproof vest.
Sì, sì, vabbè.
I can't.
Lasciamo l'ospedale. Ma sta ancora in coma. Si dovrebbe salvare in teoria. Cioè, mi ricordo che nel film... ma non so se magari... Ma dove alloggiamo?
Good to see you in one piece.
Sempre
Robo.
qua.
Mr. Becker wasn't happy when he heard about your little trip to Highland Park. But between you and me, what you did was quite impressive. Maybe it wasn't an authorized mission, but it can still give us an idea of how your systems are holding up. So, let's see how you did.
Ah, com'è andata la nostra missione? Secondo me un po' meglio rispetto a... salvataggio stagi. Non ho salvato a nessuno, veramente. Hai vinto la sfida contro... Vabbè. Ok, la potevo pure perdere la sfida. E 4 punti abilità disponibili. Porca miseria. Ah, vedi che adesso cominciamo ad andare un po' meglio, perché era un po' difficile recuperare i punti.
Thank you for your cooperation. What's all the commotion?
Prendi la scheda madre, un'altra scheda madre. Allora, vediamo di fare qualche punteggio di qua. Io sulla corazza un punto me lo prenderei. Un altro punto anche il combattimento. Ingegneria, concentrazione, scansione, deduzione, psicologia. Io andrei un po' con l'ingegneria, perché ho visto un sacco di cose con l'ingegneria, e me ne frego. Vabbè, lasciamo così. Andiamo a indagare sul trombusto.
This is not the time. You all know the procedure by now. Officer Cecil will gather Briggs' belongings and deliver them to the family. They asked for a small funeral, so I expect everyone to give the family space.
Briggs was one of us. We should at least do something to honor him.
Best thing we can do is get those butchers that did this to him. I want to see everyone in the briefing room in 10 minutes. Now back to work.
Hey, Murphy. You've been to the hospital, haven't you? How's Lewis?
Unconscious, but stable.
She'll pull through. I'm sure of it.
It's time to hold OCP accountable. This can't keep happening.
Relax, Kaplan.
He's not wrong.
How many more of us have to end up in the hospital or a morgue before we do something?
It's like Sarge said, we need to get the guy who did it, so maybe let's focus on that? Speaking of which, there's someone who might know something. There's a guy in the jail that wants to talk to you, Robo.
Chi è che vuole parlare? Ah, devo andare
See you
giù.
later in the briefing room.
Oh, le docce. Nella doccia non ce la facciamo, no, non facciamo. C'è qualcuno che ascolta musica ad alto volume. Alle
Welcome
prigioni.
back, Robo. You have a minute? First of all, I wanted to say I'm sorry that I hesitated back at that steel mill. I already filed a report on the incident to Mr. Becker.
Fucking rat.
As I was writing it, I noticed a lot of opportunities to better myself. But considering that was our first mission together, it wasn't all bad, right?
You helped plenty.
Still a long way to go. I've been getting to know different aspects of being a cop, and there's one thing that I keep underperforming at. It's shooting. Would you mind showing me how you practice at the range?
Maybe later.
Che due palle.
Sure thing. I'll wait at the range.
Sì, aspetta, no, che poi che ci mettiamo? Dai, non abbiamo altri
This is my favorite law enforcement op.
abbiamo altre preoccupazioni.
Why are you in this cell?
I come here to think sometimes, and the food is better than in the soup kitchen.
That is called freeloading.
If it's free, I'll take it. But seriously, I was hoping to see you. I heard what happened to Briggs. After everything he did for me, I'll do whatever I can to help you catch that Wendell guy. He seems pretty good at pitting people against each other. Maybe I'll find some of his dissatisfied customers who'd be willing to talk to me.
It could be dangerous.
You kidding? On the streets, I'm a samurai. Well, with Briggs dead, it probably makes me more of a...
You are not a Ronin.
Yeah, okay. Just remember, if you need anything, I'm your guy.
Ok. Sala riunione. Questo episodio sarà molto mi sa che devo salire. Molto introduttivo. Questa parte mi ricorda molto Rambo. Somiglia tantissimo. L'epoca più o meno penso sia la stessa.
Why am I always the one that has to do it? It's not fair.
Thanks to Robocop's insubordination, we finally have something concrete.
At your service.
Wendell Antonowski struck a deal with the street vultures at Highland Park.
A place where, for some reason, we weren't supposed to go.
Be that as it may, we're on the lookout for anyone from this biker gang. We also know what he's looking for.
Yeah, dead bodies.
Dead bodies whose brains are still intact, to be precise.
Wow, that's even more messed up. Why would he need them?
We'll get to the whys, but for now we need to focus on catching Spike. He's our connection to Wendell Antonowski. Since they know we're onto them, I'm expecting them to be in hiding.
They're not hiding. Put on Channel 9.
What in the hell?
I repeat, OCP Bank is being robbed by the notorious street vultures. We'll keep trying to get closer for a better view.
Ma che inquadrate? Ok.
All right, everyone pack up. I want you all to be at SWAT's disposal.
Sergeant, am I back on the case?
I don't think Becker will give me grief if I let you go save OCP's money. You're reinstated. Everyone, move out!
Siamo reintegrati. Capirai. Ci saremmo reintegrati lo stesso da soli. Oops.
Oh, look at that. One of the cops was actually bothered to show up. No need, SWAT's got it covered.
What is the situation?
Vultures came up with the great idea of robbing the OCP bank. They've got hostages, and they claim there's a bomb. They must be crazy to think that OCP will just let them leave with their money.
Was there any sighting of Spike?
Not yet. But I'm sure they wouldn't pull such a stunt without their leader.
What is the plan?
Let me make this clear. It's SWAT's plan. You're no part of it.
Then you are going to need a new plan.
Che è una giornalista. Sempre buona, eh? Sempre, le donne sono tutte buone qua dentro.
With this buggy brain of yours, you think you still remember how to put the heat on them scumbags?
I prefer to serve justice cold.
Sai che forse corro anche il rischio di sparare qualcuno, vero? Vediamo molta sicurezza quest'arma, non mi sono male. Possiamo fare un banco, ma... Ok. Vediamo se posso prendere un'arma diversa. Un'arma diversa. Abbiamo delle abilità nuove. Sì.
Well done. Robocop, open the gate for the Ed 209 unit. We'll secure the area.
Sì. Abbiamo delle abilità nuove. Cambio arma, mi fa schifo quella di prima. Mitra cosa non va bene. Mi avete visto? Perché abbiamo sia anche B. B non ho capito a che serve però. Questa forse è meglio. Lo sperimenteremo strada facendo. Dai. Aia. Che leone, il ruggito da leone. Ne abbiamo battuto uno, 3. Ok, non so. No, non li posso sparare praticamente. Non possiamo fermare la mente un po' più a rave.
Now have 15 seconds to fly.
Non c'ho più proiettili? Vieni. È tuo. Ok, vado di qua.
There's an armored gate in lockdown mode in front of you. Find a way to get past it.
Ha fatto...
Try finding the weakest spot in the wall around the gate and breach through that.
Ho capito, dobbiamo essere un po' più bravi, sennò questo ci batte, Ci abbiamo un punto abilità. Vediamo se lo riesco a vitalità. Scansione concede il combattimento, Sai che devo andare di qua. Apro? No. Mi sa che dobbiamo sfondare. Fatemi ammazzare a me, fatemi ammazzare a me. Aspetta, aspetta. Questo continua ad ammazzare tantissimo. Vado io avanti, vado io avanti. Non sparate, non sparate. Mette in traiettoria che ti sparo. Che c'è qualcosa ancora da prendere? Però quelli se la... Cos'è qua? E qua che ci sta esplodendo? 5 metri, devo fare il giro da là allora forse. Che cavolo avete fatto qua dietro? Ah, dobbiamo fare il giro da qua. La squadra sua ha vinto, e grazie al cavolo, Ti posso togliere il capo di una... Ah no. Di qua dove si va? Apri. Oh, chiaro. Merci. Vai, l'ho anche ricaricato.
Robocop, I've received information that the bank manager is held hostage in the vault.
Where exactly is it?
Find the manager's office, and we'll go from there. It's at the far end of the office area.
Tranquillo.
Your presence here is unauthorized.
So is depriving thousands of people of a roof over their heads. But OCP doesn't seem to mind that.
Explain.
Delta City. A heaven on earth that OCP plans to build in place of old Detroit? A city of the future where there is no crime or poverty. Do you believe the commercials?
Unrealistic plans are not a crime.
But the ways by which they're pursued may be. In order to create Delta City, OCP must first get rid of people who live in old Detroit. Now that's a topic I'd rather do a story on than you glitching. OCP offered these people investment in the project. The value of their property would cover the cost of entering the business. The later gains will far outweigh the cost, supposedly.
You do not believe that.
It's OCP. There must be a catch, and I think I found it. The documents say something about additional costs. I believe that's a loophole that OCP placed in order to scam people out of their homes.
That is only suspicion.
And I need time to prove that my suspicion is true. Time and some of these documents I found. If you detain me, the SWAT jerks will requisition them.
You can go, but if you continue to disobey the law, you will be detained.
Maybe I should have treated you more like a police officer than OCP's property. Anyway, the city owes you. And I owe you too.
Il fascino. Subiamo il fascino delle donne, secondo me.
I can see you've reached the manager's office. Great. Now look for a switch that unlocks the doors that lead to the vault. If I was a bank manager now, take the doors behind the desk and turn left. The way to the vault should be open now.
Ok, ma questi si possono... No, no. Abbiamo aperto la porta, quindi... Di qua... Che luce? Questa? Ah, ho fatto il giro, vabbè, fantastico, eh?
I will not contribute to depriving my grateful employer of his hard-earned savings.
We're opening this vault with or without your help.
Ragazzi.
Let's roll!
Non sei morto. Penso sia l'ostaggio quello, lo stavamo sparando.
Robocop! I knew our founder would send his best.
We're not done yet.
Mr. Becker, you're still alive.
I only played dead so I didn't end up like you, with a bomb strapped to my body.
Robocop, you have to defuse it. The explosion could cause the company enormous losses.
Abbiamo ingegneria 4, corazza 4, qualcuno servirebbe un corso di Disinnescare Bomba, una grande opportunità di apprendimento per un funzionamento ambizioso. Consiglio d'apporto in... Ok.
An opportunity for an ambitious officer.
I'll be watching you from a safe distance.
Officer Washington, I am looking at a ticking bomb.
A bomb? Okay, I'm passing you through to the bomb squad.
There is no time. I will need your help to defuse it.
Gosh, I mean, I'll do my best, but just give me a moment. First aid, kidnapping...
Are you looking for a bomb defusing chapter in the police manual?
Found it. First rule, call qualified personnel. Oh, no. Okay, tell me what you see.
Allora.
4 connectors with different voltage.
What's the highest voltage?
24 volts. 4 cables, green, 2 reds, and blue.
4 cables? Got it.
Ok.
Cables lead to the fuse.
Does the fuse appear to be electronic?
Affirmative.
Mi serve un altro? Batteria che sei?
It is a C4 explosive and seems to be homemade.
Yeah, that's what I'd expect. Okay, so they used this kind of bomb before. According to the diagram, you should detach 3 cables.
3 cavi.
Start from the one with the highest voltage, then proceed down one at a time to the one with the lowest voltage.
There are 2 different color 12-volt cables. Which one do I detach first?
Okay, maybe this isn't the time, but I'm colorblind.
Allora, pure io sono daltonico. Siamo fottuti.
I
Vai.
will have to improvise.
Improvvisiamo.
Detach the one with the highest voltage first, then proceed down to the lowest voltage.
Ok, prima quello a tensione maggiore. Tanto che ce ne fotte. Muore. Allora, vediamo. Verde. Il filo rosso basso. Allora, non ho capito bene come funziona. Ah, penso qua, ok. E quindi stacchiamo prima quello verde, dai. Quindi, mo quale stacco? Perché rosso sopra o rosso sotto? Sotto. Ah! È la soluzione migliore fare così. Lo siamo schiattati addosso, dai.
It was just a minor incident. Ready to get back to business? Cause I need to make a withdrawal. Like now.
Well, I should really check upstairs.
Nonsense. This is OCP. Money comes first. Now, open the vault.
There you go, sir.
Great. Now out of my way.
Oh.
What the hell is this? Where is all the money?
Our founder has most of our capital tied up in a very ambitious and resource-heavy project.
I can't believe old man's blowing all of OCP's money on Delta City.
Have some respect, young man.
Bottles? Back with the money in the next... We're leaving.
You should be proud to work for such a great man.
At this rate, soon there might be no one left to work for him. See what I'm talking about?
Allora abbiamo capito tutto dove stanno, dai. Porca ok. Comunque non capisco ancora perché non ci hanno dato tipo una bomba. Attenzione, arma ciò di seconda mano. Non c'ho proiettili. Fantastico. Porca paletta. Avere una protezione maggiore forse. Perché francamente magari sta come lo voglio prendere il fucile a canne? Perché che mi sta sparando in continuazione? Allora c'è qualcuno che spara in continuazione, attenzione.
I am in pursuit of the remaining bikers. I have followed them.
Non ho capito a che serve questa abilità, eh. Non vi leggo, raga, non vi leggo. Voi parlate, ma non vi leggo. lancia ogni tanto sta. Perché mi arriva le frecce in testa quello? Questa me la piglio, Non so cosa canti, però provate a lanciarti da... Proviamo a salire, Vabbè, ero troppo lento così, mi proteggo, Eccolo. Lancia razzi. L'ho mancato, incredibile. Mi sono fatto un po' trasportare, scusa.
I am listening, Creep.
Robocop!
Why did Wendell Antonowski send you here? This was a suicide mission.
We no longer deal with that arrogant prick. We had an agreement. We held our end of it. And apparently it slipped his mind to pay us for our services. Well, that didn't sit well with us. So now we're out to get what we're owed.
The only thing you are owed is a prison cell.
Yeah, I don't think so. I'm a vulture. I need my space. I'll see you around, cop.
Non vedo... Vedo un po' di tremore. Ritorniamo un'altra volta a casa, perché casa Daria. Riferisce al sergente.
We all thought our money would be safe at the OCP bank.
I have pertinent information regarding the case.
We'll get to that, Murphy. But right now, it's time for your psych evaluation. Becker will chew my ear off if I don't make sure you take part in it. So go. Dr. Blanche is already waiting in the observation room. Once it's over, join us in the briefing room.
Ok. Vado un attimo dalla dottoressa. Mi è molto simpatica la dottoressa, vi dico la verità.
What's the big idea?
Piece of junk taser blew the fuse when
Che
that
cavolo è
tried to charge it.
successo? Luci spente. Ragazzi, nelle docce luci spente. Che è successo? Chi ha spento le luci? Non l'ho capita sta mossa,
I'm ready for you, Robo.
Vai.
I'm afraid not. Looks like
All
OCP
right,
is really cutting
let's
costs
see
where it
what's
can.
cooking under the
God
hood.
knows what they'll cut next.
Once I'm done, he's all yours, Doctor.
What's that look supposed to mean?
Ok, valutazione. Come è andata? Obiettivo principale 1000, vabbè, credenze secondarie, niente. Non abbiamo raccolto niente. Lavoro della polizia, va bene, farà 12 punti esperienza. Mamma mia, che schifo, raga, che schifo. Un vero schifo totale.
Hello, Robocop. Congratulations. I've seen your accomplishment on TV. I hope that I'll manage to remain professional despite sitting opposite a celebrity. How do you feel about being acclaimed as a hero again?
I serve the public trust. I do not do it for fame.
No. Your sense of duty is what drives you, that's clear. I'm sure you'd love to share this accomplishment with Anne Lewis. You've seen her at the hospital, haven't you? How is she?
She is stable.
You cherish that relationship, don't you? She's an important part of your life. Your past life, too.
She is.
Just like your family. You're very protective of your past.
OCP cut me off from my family.
And how do you view their decision to separate you from them?
It was cruel.
To everyone involved, I'm sure. Nevertheless, you still think about them, don't you? What comes to mind when you try to remember your family? I see. Memories can be painful. especially when they're connected to the ones you love. They tend to remind us of what we're missing. The thief that broke into my house I mentioned before, he was my brother. He was an addict who'd come over to steal things to sell so he could buy drugs. As you can imagine, my last memory of us together is not a happy one. But despite that, I still wouldn't want to lose it. It serves as a reminder of how I failed him. And I've been trying to rectify it ever since.
I do not remember my family. I can only feel them.
These feelings, how do they manifest themselves?
As system failure. But OCP sees them as obstacles that need to be removed.
And now you're afraid that they sent me here to convince you they are right?
Did they?
What you need to understand is that regardless of outside influences, my client's well-being takes highest priority. Especially now that I understand how important these memories are to you, I will fight for you in every way I know how. If you let me. I think this is a good place to end this session. Thank you for your honesty. It certainly has been noted. I've got plenty to think about for now.
Sai come ancheggia? Va alla sala riunioni. Vabbè ragazzi, anche questa parte la terminiamo qui. Scrivete nei commenti cosa ne pensate, soprattutto se avete più o meno la stessa idea che ho io. Cioè, non lo so, questi anni, dal mio punto di vista, subiscono sempre un certo fascino. Ci vediamo al prossimo video.